guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? We have a Maverick who is very sleepy. I think he's only in here to try to get me to go to sleep right now. But welcome to Vlogmas Day 3, which makes it December 3rd, 2025. Oh, you're so tired. So tired. I have to admit, Mommy is right here with him being very tired. I got this video out much later than I meant to, like in the day, later in the day, because if you're not familiar with my regular filming schedule, I guess, especially for like these vloggy months where I come in and do a video, like not live, but you know, the day of, every day. Sorry, see that red spot? I don't know. I don't think it's a anyway. Leave my face alone. How about that? Anyway, when I come in and do them, like I said, not live, but the day of, you know, so that I can say it's December 3rd because it is. It's still my December 2nd night, so it's still my Tuesday night, even though this video is for Wednesday. But then I still keep them in a 24-hour rotation period. Does that make sense? Anyway, and normally, like ideally, I would get home, I don't know, around 2 or 3, make something to eat or something if, you know, I feel like it, take care of Mav, and then, well, take care of Mav, then make something to eat, and then film so we can get it out. But it is instead closing in on 6 o'clock in the morning, which is like, I'm up, it's fine, but I wish I had filmed a little bit earlier. I got caught up in conversation with one of my friends, and like we were video calling, and so we ended up doing that all night, and crocheting. Like while I was talking to him, I was crocheting, and that's the only way I really, like, since I talked to you last, I haven't had a lot of time because I worked today. Yesterday, as you're seeing this. I also worked today, as you're seeing this. So I just haven't had a lot of time. But I did want to show you that I got some stuff done on this blanket. Like, there was no yarn attached when I showed you last time. I got this pretty blue yarn attached. And I did get other colors in here. I kept my stitch marker, my progress keeper. So I don't know if it's so busy. I don't know how well, right here is where it's at. So that's where I had left off. I know, let's see. I had left off with this orangey flower pot kind of color, terracotta color. And from there, I went, sorry for the ends. I was bound and determined not to have ends, but I just wanted to end up like crocheting until it was time, just because I know on work days I don't have that much time to like get stuff complete, you know. So I didn't sew the ends in yet, but that is my plan for tomorrow. I don't want to let it go more than a day or two. But after the terracotta, I did this. This is actually a scrap of a Lion Brand landscape from a hat that I made like a long time ago. But it's the gold, and then it turns into like a silver. It's really pretty. And then this is that thick homespun. The green is that thick homespun that I've told you I have put in here. So there is thicker and thinner. We moved, the green went quite a ways, and then we moved to like this bright, bright purple. That's the purple that I used in my hats that I made for me and my bestie Andy. And then there's the scraps. There's all 3 scraps that I'd had of this yarn from like eBay forever ago. It's this multicolor right here, and this multicolor right here, and this bright multicolor right here. And then from those, I believe, is when I moved on to the blue. Yeah, it would have been. So now we're on the blue. And this blue is going to last definitely through this row and another one. I don't even know what this is. Like, I don't know if this was a Caron Simply Soft. I know you can usually tell by feel, but this has been balled up for a while, and it might have even been a yarn that I got from like a Goodwill, because my first instinct was that it was a Joann's yarn, like a Big Twist Value. But I honestly can't tell. And I know that's weird because usually it has like almost like a sheen, but was that from being rolled up? I don't know. I'm not really sure what this yarn. My gut tells me it is not a Caron Simply Soft, so maybe it is a Big Twist value. I'm really not sure, to be honest with you. I don't know where I got it, and I don't know what it is, but it's a really pretty blue. Bella, right? So that's where I'm at as far as that goes. Little Mr. Mav, are you coming back in for some sniffing? Come grace people with your presence. They love you. They love you. Say hi. Say hi. And give Mama kisses instead. Oh, thank you so much. Mommy loves kisses. He's like, can we please just go to bed? If I give you kisses, can we go to bed? Him's a tired boy tonight, huh? It is cold here. It is so cold. It was like I went outside at work tonight and it was so cold. It was cold enough that it made me check my phone, and that's how I know the exact temperature. But it was like 20, it said it was 23 degrees, but the feels like was 12 degrees. And it was so windy, which is I'm sure what made everything so cold. And then when I was leaving work tonight, it looked like, have you ever seen freezing fog? Because that's what it looked like we were having, that little hazy hanging, but cold and like almost like sparkly or like iridescent. I don't know, but I think it was freezing fog. I really do. And the house is cold. It's cold, cold, cold. So Mav and I are going to be turning on that electric blanket, and he's going to steal. I need to get a different electric blanket. So like when I can, because the one on my bed is from Amazon. Bella bought me one, which is so sweet. And I keep that by my desk so I can like cuddle up, and it's throw size. So the one on my bed is full size. My bed's a queen size, but I figured I didn't want to tuck like a heated blanket in against the wall because my bed's up against a wall. So I got a full size just to lay over the very top of it, which is fine. But where the heating cords, the heating wires run up and down kind of the blanket, half of it is on. The other half of it is not. So like I'm guessing the wire broke somewhere in the blanket. And that's of course the half that I start out under the warm side, and then Maverick and his little fat butt curls up and pushes against me, even though he's got the rest of the bed. So I end up barely covered up with the part of the blanket that doesn't heat up. Because he's a little jerk. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He does not care. He's like, I really don't care at all. So anyway, so yeah, it's really cold here. Other than that, I don't have a big update. Like I showed you that. If you happen to play Warcraft, I did notice that they're implementing a new like neighborhood thing where you can have like a house, and I mean, I want to say like The Sims, but it's not going to be like The Sims exactly. I think it's the same concept, but it's going to be very, if you're a Blizzard fan, you might agree with me that Blizzard makes everything cool looking, and so it's going to be Blizzardized, and it's not going to be the point of the game like The Sims. The whole point of the game is, correct me if I'm wrong, like building your family, having your family, but building your house and all that kind of, right? At least the older ones. I don't know about the newer ones. If there are newer ones, there are, right? Because I've seen people cosplay with that little green thing over their heads. I don't even know what that's called. Obviously Sims is not a game that I play, but anyway, all of that to say, I'm pretty excited, and on my day off, I'm going to go through and actually like properly go through the questing and everything like that. So we got to wait, but I am pretty excited. Somebody brought a toy in the living room. I am pretty excited to do that because like, I think the house is going to look pretty cool. You got your green ball. I heard a squeaky. All I can see from here is like his little butt sticking back and his tail poking up. He's gonna attack his ball. You get it, baby. You get it. He's in a silly mood. He went from sleepy to crazy. Okay, anyway. So since I don't have a lot, like I said, the big updates it's really cold here, and I've been at work, and I talked to my friend in World of Warcraft. So I think we're just going to move on to the daily stuff, like the Stranger Things trivia. This turned out to be like a gift that keeps on giving, so thank you, Bella. Yesterday's question was... Oh, are you coming to check? What is it? What is yesterday's question? What is it? It was, what does Dustin offer Nancy before the boys leave the Wheeler's house? And of course, everybody guessed that, right? It was leftover pizza. So, pizza. Bonus points. Does anybody remember the toppings on the pizza? That's not on here. That's my own. Well, unless I read it. And I haven't read it, is my point on here. I'll let you... That's a bonus question. Today's question... Oh, that's a good one. Do these get harder as they, or are they just... I think these get kind of, like, I would say this is a harder, I mean, it's harder than the first one and the second one for sure. I just wonder if they're all like that. Anyway, question 3. Which 2 options does Will have to choose between during the D&D game? And we're still talking about that first episode that the boys are playing. Yep. Okay, so now you have 2 questions. You have my extra credit question, and you have which 2, I'll read it again too. Which 2 options does Will have to choose between during the D&D game? Little hint, the boys are yelling their different opinions of what he should do. What do you think it was? Do you remember? So there's the quiz game question for the day. And then, what are you doing in there? I don't know if my mic picks that up, but he is just like crazy pants. Are you having fun? Okay. So the last thing I have is I have the beautiful purple enveloped, purple bagged, hand-dyed advent calendar from Bella. Bella's Crochet Gifts. She's linked down below. She will be linked down below all this month, so you guys can check her out, because I did send her a gift exchange to go with the advent that she sent me. She's also linked down below. All month will be the Creative Grandma pattern for this. I did get that in the description. And all of the links for the charity that we had the auction for, which is For the Sake of Being Humane Pet Shelter, based out of Michigan, pretty close by here. But she did update her total, and it's not looking good. Like, I mean, she's made progress, but her last post that I saw said she needed to make, like, was it 200,000 in a month? In a month, you guys. A month. It was craziness. I saw this, you guys know that one of my favorite YouTubers is Mr. Ballin. And I was so, like, not jealous, because, like, it's great that, it's wonderful that he has that pull to just, he did a live, as you're seeing this, yesterday on Tuesday, for Giving Tuesday. And in his live, he had different tiers that he was asking people to donate for this, for the Ballin Foundation, which is his own, like charity organization. He was talking about all the different things that they donate to and that they help and everything with victims and their families and everything of stuff. And, which is wonderful. Like, this man is, I love Mr. Ballin. He's wonderful. If you like creepy, spooky, strange, dark, and mysterious, you definitely want to check him out. If you haven't, he's great. But the tiers were like $100, $200, up to like $500, I think. And people were donating like $1,000 at a time. And it was just for stuff like, again, this is great. I'm not like angry, jealous. I'm envious that he has this kind of like ability or whatever. But it was for like at a certain tier, he wrote your name on the board on his video, you know. At a different tier, he verbalized your name in a thank you video. If you donated a certain amount, he was wearing a white shirt and he wrote your name on the shirt. And then at the very end of it, whoever donated the most, which like when I had to leave for work, this lady had donated like, I don't know, $2,500 or $3,500, which is amazing. It's great, right? It's seriously great that he can pull that together for his charities. But man, I kept thinking, I wish I could do that for this charity. They need the help so badly. But I mean, they're even doing, like, the last post I did, I think it would have been today. It was for Giving Tuesday. I don't remember if she made that like a $2 or a $10 Tuesday. But then the last one I posted before that, the update in the Facebook group, was a $5 Friday. And it was just, you know, like, if you have $5 and you're able and willing and feel called to donate to them, $5. She's like, if everybody that, you know, this post reached donated $5, we'd have this much money or whatever. But for the entirety of December, which is how long she has to raise this money, all of their links are down below, because I would love to be able to, and like, you don't have to tell me that you do it. Like, I don't need the personal gratification, but I would love to see her meet her goal and save their shelter. And everybody's worked so hard, you know, for this to happen. I just really want this for her, you know, and for the dogs and the cats and the goat and the chickens and all the animals that she takes in. But I'm not going to get weepy about it. It's too early in the morning. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. But should you feel, you know, the need or feel called to, like I said, you know, I got $2. Let me give them $2. It's very appreciated. The link's down below for their stuff. I have a link to like their website, their Facebook group. I might have directly linked like their PayPal and stuff too. I'm not really sure now, but if I didn't, it is in their Facebook group and on their website. All of that was to say those links will be down below, along with Bella and Bella's channel, I mean, and Creative Grandma's pattern. So always down there. So after that long-windedness, let's open Bella's packet. This has a Steve sticker from Scoops Ahoy. This is my favorite Steve outfit. I love Steve in season 3. It's my favorite Steve, period. But I love Steve now. I loved Steve when he was a jerk. I did. Sir, did you just get up and fart? Did you just do that? Was that you? Are you going to try to blame me? Sir. Let's wipe your little eyes. His eyes are so runny. He's so tired. He's so tired. He thinks this crinkly packet is food, so he's trying to give me his paw. It's not food, baby. I'm so sorry. You get to open your advent tomorrow. He's doing an advent on every even day, for those of you who may have missed that information. So for the 4th, you will get a bonus Maverick section. Oh, I looked before I showed you. I'm sorry. Normally, oh, that's pretty. Normally I try to show you guys. Do you want to look too? You want to look? I tried to show you. You can't eat it. No, it's not for eating. No. No. No eating it. So I'm sorry I didn't give you the preview today. But this one is in the blue family also. But there is more white / light blue in this one. It's so pretty. And there is a very dark. Is that? In the camera light, it almost looked purple. I mean, it's got a little bit of a purple hue to it, I suppose, but it's a dark blue. Very pretty. Thank you, Bella. I love it. And this will go with the other two. So we've got like a blue fade going on so far. What did you think? Do you like it? Are you a fan of it? He's like, I'm a fan of bed. Poor pup. I'm going to get him to bed as soon as this video uploads. So I'm going to let you guys go for today. And I will talk to you tomorrow after work again. And Thursday, we'll go shopping. Nothing exciting, just grocery shopping. If there's not a lot of people, I will actually take you with me. And if there is a lot of people, I will tell you all about it. All right. I love you so much, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye.